Okay.
There we go. Okay. I was gonna say, "Hello, computer, wake up," because sometimes it goes a little slow. You guys know Rochelle, Rockstar Rochelle here with another new friend, Christine. We're gonna hear all about her here shortly. But you guys know what to do. Hashtag live if you're catching the live. Hashtag replay if you're catching the replay. Again, we are here to chit chat all about like our new love. And if you guys have been following me all these long years, all these months, you guys know this new love is this new business model I've dived into. And I could talk all I could talk, but sometimes it's best to hear from other people, other people's perspectives, people that I vibe with online. I'm like, hey, come on, chat, have a chit chat with me, because like we like to hear from other people. Not only that, but sometimes you may resonate like with Christine more than me, which is totally okay. Or maybe Christine says things differently, and that makes you like have those aha moments, right? Okay, and then again, don't be afraid to go ahead and comment, and I'll say a little hello to you guys if I see you guys. But in the meantime, Christine, this is a great time to like give us like a little bit about you. Like, who are you? Share us a few things about you. What do you do? And all that fun stuff.
Absolutely. First off, thanks, Rochelle, for inviting me on. Super, super fun to be chatting with you tonight. Also, just want to give a big shout out to Joe for connecting me with you.
Yes.
So she knew we would have something to jive with. So that's super awesome.
Yes.
So my name is Christine. I'm actually from Wisconsin. And I've actually been a nurse for 17 years. And I'm also a mom. That's my first job.
Yes.
2 children. They're actually mini adults now.
Oh, wow.
17 and 20.
Okay.
So they don't need their mama quite as much, but I know I will always be their number one, and they will always be my number one. Nursing, that is my second passion in life. And I actually got connected to Rochelle from a mutual friend that told me about Rochelle and her nursing career. And so I was super excited to chat with her tonight. So I know I do acute care nursing. I've been in the hospital bedside setting for 17 years. Absolutely love my job. Love taking care of my patients. It's truly where my heart is at.
Yeah.
And I don't know what kind of nursing you do, Rochelle.
That's something that I feel like we resonate with is my audience, my people know me. Like I'm not here to leave my 9 to 5. I love nursing.
Mhm.
Honestly, I kind of will be sad when I have to retire from it. Because it's like it's a purpose. Like I think as nurses, like just in general, like people who are of that serving from the heart kind of service, it's very rewarding. And I'm glad to hear what you said, that it does bring you joy. It's your first passion in terms of nursing. But so I'm like a mix. Like currently I'm in cardiac catheterization, interventional radiology, which we have like clinic hours, which again I love. Like we have this thing called soft nursing, right? So 9 to 5, bank hours, no weekends, no holidays. I earned my way up there. Been a nurse for 19 years. So cath lab of interventional radiology, but I was in PACU for about a year and a half. PACU surgery, if you guys are not in the nursing world, and then 10 years in emergency, and then of course like the entry level like med surge, med tele. that
Yes,
first, that first job.
you've seen a little bit of everything. And
Right. Yeah.
some will say that the 9 to 5, maybe those are great, awesome hours. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a nurse that's working 12-hour shifts a week. And I mean, they're demanding, they're hard.
Mhm.
I don't want to work any more than I already do.
Yes.
You know?
I hear you. Yeah, and so yeah, mine's are 8s. And yeah, like one great thing and good thing about nursing is you clock in, you clock out. I mean, sometimes we bring home like some of the stuff, and that's another different subject. Like
Yeah.
how
We
do
can
we
talk about the nursing world all night, right?
yeah, like how do we recover from that? And what's
Yeah.
that? Yeah. So
Yep. Yeah,
um
no. I think
well,
it's very true. Joe knew we would connect because obviously both of our hearts are truly with our patients. And
yes.
That I mean, it really takes a lot to be a nurse, but also, I'm here talking to you tonight because as much as I love my nursing job,
Mhm.
I don't want to work it more.
Right.
Like, and it pays the bills, it gets me by. I have a great life,
Mhm.
but there's so much more out there too.
Yes.
And I don't want to put more demands on my body and my mental health and
Amen, sister.
emotional health. I mean, we take all those things home with us. And
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
I'm super, super grateful to
Yeah.
be on this online um,
Business,
world.
yeah, I know. So let that segues into my next question. So, the business model that we have, that we're connected with, like what what made you look into it? What made you say yes? Like, what was it about that says like, hey, this is something worth looking at, but not only that, but like worth investing in, taking the
Yeah.
time away from our busy lives as working moms. We have all the hats, but you're like, you know what, I'm going to do this, I'm going to make time for it, or I'm going to make that investment. Like what, like, tell me more about how you got into it, and
Yeah.
just yeah.
No, it's kind of crazy because I heard about an addict a year ago,
Mhm.
over a year ago,
Right.
actually. I had a friend that knew how much um, healthcare meant to me, knew how much like being healthy really meant to me. And she had gotten introduced to this, and she goes, "You instantly came to my mind.
Oh,
Like,
right.
you always talk about like wanting to make a difference in other people's lives, and like you want people to be healthy, and you are truly like motivate people to like be better for themselves." And she started talking to me about it, and she told me about the water, and of course, I looked into it. I had to do my own
Of course.
research, little skeptical to begin with, right? Like, never heard of this.
Yeah.
Um, Let me think about it. Well, I
Yes.
did a lot of research, and I took months. She asked me, like, as she was learning too about the products, about the business, and she just kind of kept coming back and she asked me, "Do you have any questions? What have you learned, like doing your own research?" And um, I actually was on kind of in the same like spot when she introduced it to me. I was kind of on my own health journey last year.
Hmm.
Like I was working on getting in better physical shape. I was
Yes.
really working on getting like my nutrition in line. Like
Yes.
eat better, we when we feel good
Uh-huh.
and we do good things, like
Amen.
we feel better. Like
Yes.
there's no doubt about it. I
Right.
actually had someone tell me today, "I know why you love working out because you feel so good."
Right. It
She
yes.
goes, "I've experienced that myself." And I'm like, "It is."
Yeah.
So to go back to like the business model, like as I was doing my research, like I the water made sense, right?
Hmm.
I learned about the products that a Magic has, and 100% made sense for my
Yes.
health. Like I actually went into this business for my health, for the water. Like I
Right.
really didn't think about the business side of it at all. However, I knew if I loved the water because I've been a part of like a lot of small companies where I've like ordered products, and
Hmm.
I'll tell you about it. If I love a product, I'll tell you about it. Like, and this is just one that like really resonates with me. And I think you can speak to this too, Rochelle. Like, we see chronic illness
Oh my gosh.
every day in our
Every day.
lives.
Yes.
And it's hard to watch.
Yes.
And we can prevent, I mean, not every single thing is preventable, but there's so much we can do to prevent chronic illness.
And we were talking before we went live on things that like what was that aha moment for us, or for me at least, or us, but when you were talking about like chronic illnesses, about taking care, working out, just better, like elevating ourselves and like be the model that we are
Yeah.
supposed to be as nurses. Like
Yeah.
I definitely resonate. I'm definitely in that era of my life right now. And I think when what clicked with me when you were chatting was, the patients, their ages are getting closer to ours. Like that
Yeah.
age gap is like I'm not in my 20s anymore and I'm treating grandma who's like 70, you know, or like 60, 50. And I feel like that's far away. But now I'm like, I'm in my 40s, right? And I'm
Yeah,
treating,
me
yeah,
too. We're
I'm
getting
treating,
closer and closer to that age.
yeah, I'm treating
Yeah.
50, 60-year-olds with like, you know, kidney disease, heart, like I'm treating, you know, I'm cardiac catheterization level, so like clogged arteries, you know. And it's just like I don't want like I tell myself like what do I want to be when I grow up? I just want to be like on one medicine and it better be like a multivitamin or something like that, you know? Like
Absolutely.
that's
Yep.
my new goal in life.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I to some extent think that, we went to nursing school and we took this small blurb of like community nursing and like educating people on how to prevent illness and like promote a healthy lifestyle. But this is like truly what
Mhm,
like jump started me first getting the products in my home and
mhm,
using them
mhm,
every day. Yep. I drink my water every day.
mhm.
1.28 liters I drink every single day. However, when I talk about that, like I want to share that with the rest of the world.
Yes.
Like to me, like it takes nurses, like we're supposed to educate people on how to stay healthy, make the right choices, and all of this, but we're so darn busy
Yes.
teaching people on how to take care of chronic illness because
Yes.
that's where our world has gone to.
Yes.
So, I mean, that's ultimately truly what got me started in the business is like this business is here. It's got 51 years of
Mhm.
backing. It's not going anywhere.
Right.
It's not like this fad that's going to just fall
Yes.
off very
Yeah.
soon. It's here to stay. It's actually, I feel like, just becoming really, really popular
Yeah.
because people want to get healthy.
Yes.
Like we are in a world that people want to get healthy.
Right.
And
Amen.
I think it's just starting and we have like so much we can offer the world.
Right.
And first off, we need our health, but man, with our health, we have so much wealth in our
Amen.
life.
I'm like that's like the new thing when I came into this side. Like I knew it. I knew health was important, but to be surrounded by a community of people where like health is literally your wealth. You know, it's not it's not a dollar sign. It's like who's going to be like, "Oh my gosh, like she's living a very healthy life, clean living, like that's health is wealth." You know, like that's
Mhm.
what we're surrounded by and when we're on this side and
Yeah.
you're absolutely right. We want to like we're in it. We want to see it. Like I always say tell to like moms like this side of motherhood looks so much different because I mean, I feel like we
Mhm.
resonate with the same story. Like I've had my kids, I got my degrees, I got my job, I got the house, I got the husband, I got the kids. And I was just like, but there has to be something more to this, you know, like I meant, you know, to impact other people outside of just like my nursing career. And it's just
Yeah.
and like you, I did the small stuff, but I couldn't really say I made an impact because, you know, you know, yeah, you got a product and you love it, you know, but then like I want to go deeper than that, you know. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah,
And we came into a business that, I mean, it's really about like diving into like just sharing a product that everyone uses every day,
yeah,
right? Water.
right,
Like there's no question about it. Like no one has to think like, "Oh, do I use water or do I not? Would I
yeah,
ever need that or not?" Like everyone uses water. We need water to live.
right, exactly,
And that's the easy part. And then also this whole business model is so simple because I literally don't have to I can work from anywhere.
yeah,
I'm going on vacation soon and I mean, this job doesn't end like just because I'm walking away on vacation. I actually,
right.
if I need to, can
Oh,
just take it right with me.
that was another thing. You know, let's add another question. I really didn't, but you know, you've already somewhat answering this. Like, I got, you know, when people talk with us, they're like, "How do you do it?" Like, your mom, you're a nurse, you're still working, you're gonna go on vacation. Like,
Mhm.
people want to know what the how is. There's Tanya. Hey, Tanya. There's Cameron, Erica, and then Joe's on Instagram. Hey,
Thanks
Joe.
for joining,
I
ladies.
know.
I
So
know.
I was so like, what's people are like, okay, sounds amazing, girls. Like, and, you know, as the skeptic myself, I'm like, okay, girls, like, how? But how do you do it? So again, this business model, there's like 101 ways to do it. But like for you, Christine, like what's your how look like?
My biggest, like, how I do it is I show people the life that I'm living. Like,
Hmm.
and people get curious and they ask
Hmm.
me, and like that's like my how. Like, I don't have to sit every day and
Mm-mm.
make phone call. I don't send anyone a phone, I don't make any phone calls. I don't send any messages. I do none of that.
Hmm.
Like, I literally, people know that I love the product. They know how much it, like, I want to make a difference in people's lives.
Right.
I do that every single day at my job, or I
Yeah.
try to.
Yeah.
And people see that. And that's just what's so important, is like just truly being who we are ourselves, like being our true self and showing up.
Yes.
And it's that simple, because you will attract what you put out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Totally. Absolutely. And I always tell people like, one thing about this business model, they always remind us to keep it simple. Like as a nurse,
yeah,
mom, as a woman, like overthinking is like supernatural. It's like a superpower. And I always constantly have to remind myself, like, no, Rochelle, like, no, we're not going to go do that. Like,
yeah.
do what they showed us because it's been working for them for 50 plus years and people are having success. So just stick to the script, girl. Like, stick to the,
Well,
yeah,
and let's be real. We really don't have a lot of more time.
that's true too.
I mean, we're only making time to have more fun. We do not have more time to work harder.
Right.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah. So it's just, like this, like again, this phase in life, it's like, I'm not like, find a job that fits my lifestyle, not the other way
mhm,
around. Right.
absolutely.
Like, yes, we found a stable job in nursing. I'm like, okay, I have all this career. Like now I can have my children. Now I can move here
Mhm.
'cause it's close to the hospital.
Yes.
Like, for me, I met my husband at the hospital. So it's like, okay, there's a so now it's just like, no, wait, like I don't want to clock in and clock out anymore. I just want to live life and just have this have my own lifestyle and have these
Mhm.
like these systems, simple systems like work with us, right?
I know,
So
and I think we both can speak, like, we both, our hearts are with our patients. We're not
yes,
here to leave nursing,
no,
but someday we're not gonna do nursing forever, right?
no,
It's too demanding, too hard,
right.
and there's a whole new generation of nurses that'll come in and take us over, like, but what are we gonna do then? And how
Exactly.
can we still make an impact on the world and, like, the people that we come across every day?
Yes, and it's I find it like thinking back to the former Rochelle, where it's like, okay, I need to make more money. Okay, pick up a shift. Even look at like a different hospital to work as a nurse. Like
Yeah,
these are the skills that I know will bring in the money. But now, like I have this different kind of skill now. Like we're learning this different skill, how to do
yep.
it online, build something in the background with our systems that are just running for us. So it's changing that whole like perspective. Where like, okay, my nursing skills are hand like task duties, but now I'm learning this new different kind of skill where it's like
Mhm.
all I do is just be me and then let the systems and the duplication and automation like do the rest.
Yep.
And then I get paid. It's crazy.
And honestly, and I think, like, we're gonna talk about this, but, like, for anyone that's, like, questioning, like, "Oh, I
Yeah,
couldn't do that. I can't do that." Like, that's out of my comfort zone.
right.
Everything we've done at some point in our life has been out of our comfort zone. Um, so it's not a matter of, like, we can't do it. We just have to learn, right?
Right.
And the awesome thing about this is we learn as we go, and
Mhm.
we have amazing mentors that,
Yes.
like, have led the way, and they
There's
continue to, like,
Cameron,
guide us every day.
Tanya, we got Joe, she's in the Instagram. And like not only that, but you know, um this like they laid it out all for us. So it's not like we're coming in as like newbie students and like I have to learn all the
Yep.
skills and then I start making some kind of income. No, you first date like you not even first date, but if you even want to know what you want to do, like talk to whoever sends you this whatchamacallit video, or reach out to Christina or to me, and we can like literally just show you like these are some of your first few steps you can take. And then when you're ready to dive in, like then you're just going. And so yes, the community and the mentors, it's just like no other. It's like in nursing school when match up with that awesome preceptor and they give you all the tips and the hacks on how to like
Yeah.
pass or put the IV in. I'm like, where have you been all my life? Like that's how I feel like with these
Yeah.
mentors, because they just want to see us. They want to see us win because yes, we don't have time. That's totally true. But they've done all because everything's all done for us already. Like so,
Yep.
it's not like we have to like literally like learn from nothing.
Correct. Yeah, no, they've made it so easy, and also like the support
Oh,
through everything is, and
well,
there's so much support. For instance, just like talking with Joe and like being connected with you, like we got something to learn from each other.
mhm,
I mean, we both have a similar background, and
story.
I truly think everyone is has something they're made more for, right?
Yes. Oh
Each
god,
and
that's
every person.
yeah,
We're
give me a
made for
1.
more.
Drop a 1 if that gave me goosebumps. I was like, "Yes." Like, drop a 1 in the comments. I mean, I think a lot of people that we've come across, like, we are all meant for more,
Yeah,
in
we
some
are.
capacity, we're not talking about, big I mean, it could be big things. Like, there's
Mhm,
no limit. Like, I was just telling a
mhm.
live yesterday, there's no ceiling in this business model. If you wanna create your own company, go for it.
Yep.
Maybe that's your big impact, or it could be something small, like, you know, just putting better water into your body, but
Yeah. And I think both you and I can both say like this first off is an investment in your health. Like
yes.
100% an investment in your health. If you get nothing else out of it,
Yeah.
you've won right there.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
so you're already ahead of the game.
Mhm.
100%. And we all could do better with our
Right.
health.
Amen.
So, um so that's the number one step, and I always like I have people, I was scared like to jump on, it is an investment, but I also had to look at it as like this is an investment for the next 25 years.
Yes.
This isn't just like, and we make somewhat dumb purchases every day of our
Yes.
lives. Like we spend money on things that every day. Do we need
Yeah.
it? No.
Yeah.
What is it going to serve us in a year, 6 years, 10 years, 15 years down the road? Like, I
I
mean,
also yeah, with the investment, I also think too, like, and I keep going back to our nursing because that's what we are, we're nurses, but
yeah, we're nurses.
it's just like when I joined nursing school, like I knew that was an investment.
Yep.
Like it cost me like thousands and thousands of dollars. Yes, I took out a student loan, but I knew when I got to the other side and I got my career, I knew I was going to get a stable job and, I was going to make an impact in my personal life and like whatever future family I was going to make. And so the same concept here. Um, it is investment, but like what's different between like a nursing school or in terms of a skill set investment, like you win right away because
Mhm.
the products like it's already pouring into your health. I call it my health bank, um so
And ultimately, if you don't take care of your health, you're gonna just pay for it in the long run.
yeah. I love this quote. I,
And
I saw it somewhere. I forgot who I said it. Like, if you don't make time, um, if you don't have time if you don't have time for your health now, gosh,
you will have to make time for your illness, like your disease.
or yeah, like then make time or you'll have many time. You'll have a lot of time to be sick. Like, gosh, I can't. If someone knows the quote, like, drop it in the comments. I said it in one of my things, like, okay, if you don't make time for your health now, um, you'll have plenty of time to be sick. You'll have plenty of sick days later. Like, it was just like
Yeah.
like a aha moment. Like, yeah, if I don't take the 5 minutes, the 15 minutes to go walk outside, like I'm
Mhm.
gonna have like 15 years of chronic illness, you know, like
Correct.
so,
Well, and that's the thing. If you don't honestly take the time to invest in your health, or yeah, like you said, take that 15-minute walk, you're going to be forced to have to take care of your health someday.
amen. That's it. Like,
Like, no choice. And
yeah,
it's not
yeah,
going to be in the good way. You won't be enjoying it.
yeah,
Like, I mean, my dreams, my hope, my goal is to be traveling the world. I
yeah,
mean, we're in our 40s. We have a lot of life left.
yes,
And I'm not going to be sick the
no,
rest of my like, I don't
no.
want to be sick.
In fact, I like want to retire like early, like probably like 50, 55. Like I'm not waiting to I'm not waiting to like
Yeah.
60 because we hear it all the time. You know, the nurses or the doctors or the staff, they're like, yay, they retire. And then like 2 years, maybe months later, they come back as my patient. And I'm like, oh my like I haven't seen you in a while. Like, yeah, I retired and all of a sudden I got sick. Like how many times have we heard that like I just retired and all of a sudden I like something happens and I'm like, yeah, like that's that. Okay, so we could Christine, we know we can keep going on this, but what
Yeah.
so far, like what is your biggest like wins so far since starting? You know, I know you mentioned like the product, like you're winning right away because you're walking away with this amazing what you might call it product that pours literally great water into our
Oh,
body.
yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
feel amazing. So that's a huge win.
Yeah.
I have so much more energy. My skin is cleaner. Um, right there, I've won big time. But also, I I was very set on I had to pick up extra shifts to travel and not have the guilt of traveling. And I know actually I'm winning in that category of moving forward. Like I don't have to do that because this is setting me up to be super successful for the future. So to me, that's like I can take the trip and not feel guilty. And I want to be able to do that the rest of my life. I also want to be able to, as my kids are like getting their own house, starting their own business, like I want to be able to financially support them in that.
Hmm.
And so that's a huge win. Like having that extra money come in, like, is huge.
Right.
And I'm not working harder to do it,
Mhm.
honestly.
Yes.
I'm really not. Like, I'm living life. And to be honest, like, I'm living, honestly, some of the best, probably one of the best years of my life.
Oh, yes, Christine, I love that. Like,
Like, I feel great. I'm super happy. I have the freedom to really, I mean, do whatever I want. I mean,
yeah, it's crazy because when you get to this side, I always say this side of the rainbow or this side of the fence, this
yeah,
is this greener side or this side of the greenery. It's like I want everyone to be here. Like
yeah.
just this feeling of like alignment, like of
Mhm.
being fulfilled, of clarity. Like I don't
Yeah,
even like I don't whatever the words you want to use. It's just like it just feels amazing, you know.
it does. It really does.
Yeah. So, okay. Last question. So for those who are watching us, and they're like, okay, I'm curious, but I don't know. They said investment. They said there's some learning, like, or some of us are just waiting for the right time. There's some like you, Christine. I know
Yeah.
this was presented to me like a year ago, and it just wasn't the right time. But
Mhm.
like, there's some people who are just waiting for the right time. Like, what some tips, advice? Like, what would you tell that person?
You know, the upfront money, the cost, that kind of scared me right away.
Mhm.
But honestly, like, I had to get over that fear because it was an investment. So I just needed to make that jump. And
Mhm.
why was I pushing it off? I mean, I don't know more. What is this? I need to learn about it. But there is like no better time to invest in your health than like now.
Mhm.
Like we are I was talking to someone last night about this. Like our world is kind of in a health kick, right?
Yeah.
Like there is no better time to get your health under control. So
Yes.
like start now because there's no reason to wait till next week or the week after or next month or 2 months down the road because invest now and start to share it with your friends
Right.
because you can instantly make that investment back. And that's the awesome thing about this business.
Yes.
Like you just get return, like your return of investment is so quick, so easy.
Yes.
Don't wait. Like
Yeah.
like really we tell ourselves every day, I know it. I'll start working out on Monday. I'll start that diet on Monday. Well, that keeps we make excuses. It's bad excuses.
Right. Yeah, and it's just, our way of a natural mechanism for us to, protect either what we're afraid of, or, um, I mean, it always comes to, like, fear with sadness and, going to therapy here. I forgot there's another, like, and there's always
Mhm.
something deeper. Let's just say that, like,
Yeah.
and excuses are superficial. Like, oh, I don't want to do that. I'm tired. Like, but
Yeah.
really, like, like you're not tired. Like, oh, I don't have to do that. I don't have time. But really, like, time. When people say I don't have time, it's because they're choosing not to prioritize that, right?
Correct.
I always tell people, like, I ask my daughter, "How long have you been scrolling? How long have you been scrolling on your phone today?" Like, if you tell yourself you don't have
Mhm.
time, look under screen time and
Yeah.
see which app you're on at the most. And instead of consuming that content, you can be creating content so that it pays you.
Mhm.
Like,
Exactly.
yeah,
But also I know I think it's super important to like for people to honestly take a reality check and ask themselves like why did I listen to that? Why did I go back and check that out? Like what sparked my interest? Have I been thinking about getting a second job? Do I need more money? Do I wish I had more time? Like if you ask yourself any of those questions or like, oh, I really want to get healthier, what can I do? Like, why are you asking yourselves that? Like, just take an inventory of your life.
mhm,
I actually, that's what made me pull the trigger is I was off recovering from surgery. I was writing in my notebook, kind of taking an inventory of where my life was at. And I just knew right then,
right.
this is where I need to be. Like,
Yeah. And, like, again, similar story. This was presented to me in October, like, 2023 by Joe. And I was like, I'm not ready. Um, and I just kept looking and I kept joining
yeah,
and I kept starting. Like,
yeah,
I did digital marketing. I did like high ticket affiliate marketing for a coaching, I did the MRR. I was like, but I kept looking and I was like, why am I keep on looking? Like,
yeah. Like, what is it?
I
Why
was
are you
never
doing it?
satisfied. Like,
Yeah.
so if you keep on looking, if this thing keeps coming across your mind or like your thought, like there's a reason. And I love that, Christine. Like, lean into it. Maybe you just have to ask a few questions. Like, asking us questions is one thing I love
Mhm,
about us and our business model and the team that we're in. It's like, ask us questions. Like, just you asking us a question, we're not gonna like
mhm.
marry you and be like, you gotta do like no, I won't accept no for an answer. Like, no, just ask us a question and we'll legitly just be like, here's the
Yeah,
information. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
yeah, because there's the sea is big
Yeah,
because we're
yes,
global.
yes, and that's the even more awesome thing about this company is, like, it's
Yeah,
global.
right.
It's all over the world,
Yeah.
and
And I'm probably gonna make a video on this, but like, granted we are in the US and like there's all these like things that are happening like with tariffs and all that stuff, but I like personally I'm not worried because we are global. So if Japan is doing well, I'm doing well. If
yeah,
Australia's
yep,
doing well, I'm doing well. If
yeah,
Singapore's doing well, I'm you
yep,
know what I mean? Like, so that's one thing about like this
yeah,
business model and this specific business and the way that our CEO just built it and like created
mhm,
to make it strong and not on what's trending or in just one foundation. Like,
yeah,
he's spread out. So,
yeah.
okay. All right, Christine, any last questions? Any guys, drop your questions if you have any or any last thoughts, any closing remarks, Christine?
No, I mean, I'm always here to talk. Um, I love to talk about health, wellness, um, being present,
Yes.
having time and freedom to be
Yes.
with, like, the people you love and, like, I don't wanna work harder, so
Yes.
that's my goal is to, like, truly be more present in life every day.
Yeah.
And so I think we truly get that from this. So yeah, like please reach out to Rochelle, reach out to me. Like we're
Yeah.
here to answer questions. Like
Yeah. Drop info in the comments, or you can
yeah,
message us info if you are like, what are, like, I want what these girls have. I want it. I want what they're having. I want what they're drinking.
yeah. And so awesome to all of you that like tuned in live to listen to us
Yes.
tonight. And
Yes.
we have an amazing team we work with. So
Yes.
and that's the awesome thing about it.
Absolutely. It's like not even it's not competition, it's like collaboration. Like
Yep.
Christina and I, we are like, yeah, we have the same like person up top, but you know, we're not about teams. It's like, oh no, they're doing
No.
this, they're doing that. It's like we can't, no, there's none
Nope.
of here.
And
It's a
we're across the United States. So
yes. So
so cheering each other on, working together, like, yeah. How
amen.
can we do life better?
Right. Okay, guys. So
You
get
know?
connect with us, send us a message, drop your comments, and we'll get to it. All right. Until
Awesome.
then,
Thank you,
y'all have a beautiful
Michelle.
yes, have a beautiful week, guys, and sending you all the blessings and love out there. And we will see you guys next time. Ta
All
ta.
right. Bye bye.
Bye.